Hello everyone and welcome to my guide to the Pokemon Brick Bronze first gym. Now the first thing you want to do is make sure you're on the correct game. It'll have a lot of active players and a high like ratio. Now once we've loaded into the game, it'll give us some options on what we want to play. We're going to go into more adventures and go to our Nuzlocke mode. We're going to press new game and we're going to press yes and then no. Now that the cutscene is done, it'll ask you to add Brick Bronze to your favorites. If you want, you can press yes. Make sure to join the group so that you get the gift EV that I will be showing you later on. So next up, make sure we have autosave off. Most importantly, fast forward off for any boss fights. And your battle style set on set. Everything else is whatever you want. I personally turn off music because I will get a copyright strike if I don't. Once that's done, we are going to head out of the house and go meet our parents in the excavation site. The excavation site is right over here. So we're going to go up here and talk to our parents. And once we do, we are going to go to the professor's lab to get our starter Pokemon. With the professor's lab, there are 27 different starters, one for every generation of Pokemon. A bunch of them have already won and made it to the Hall of Fame. If you want to take a starter that hasn't made it to the Hall of Fame, you can check the Hall of Fame. So here we are at Starter Select. Personally, I've been trying to win with Litten, so give it a nickname. And now we're going to fight the rival. Once we leave here, it's important to make sure that you level up your Pokemon. So going into our bag, we have infinite rare candies, so we can level our Pokemon up to level 15. After that, we can also check our Pokemon stats as long as you've joined the group. Now, heading off, we go to Route 1. Route 1 is over in this direction. If we look at what Pokemon show up here, we can see that this is the list of encounters. Now, ideally, since Centred is daytime only, we would rather do this during the night. The best Pokemon you can get here is Fletchling, Rookidee, and Bunnelby. However, Lechonk is also pretty solid because it gets covet really early, meaning you can steal a Choice Scarf from the first gym. If you don't catch the first Pokemon you encounter, you do not get anything on that encounter. And give it a nickname as well. Next up is this first trainer. It's really easy, so I'm just going to skip ahead. Another thing I forgot to mention is that you should go into your bag, key items, and turn the EXP share off. Once you do that, you continue on, and you can skip this trainer. This item is not worth grabbing, so we talk to this trainer. There's another easy trainer. They're all level 3s, so we head on to the Cheshma town. But before that, our rival's going to call us back, and we have to run all the way back there. Now, once we are here, we are just going to continue on to the town. And once we get to the town, we are going to have to talk to the first NPC we see, which is this character. We're going to go to her house, and then we're going to continue on to the forest over here. Now, the first thing we're going to do is go over here to the Sawsbuck Coffee, because you get a free item called the Sawsbuck Coffee from the barista. This person over here, talk to her. And the item you get is an item that, in a double battle, when you switch in, will heal your ally for 33% of their health. Now once that's done, we'll head into the forest. Looking at the encounters for this forest, we see that we have Ladybuzz, Spinarak, and Hoot Hoot all available during the night. Pikachu, however, is available only during the day, which is a lot better than all three of those. Not to mention also that it is a 24% chance to get one of these three. Keep in mind that all three of these Pokemon are bad, so you want to take this encounter during the day. The ideal Pokemon you get here is either Weedle or Nimble. Tarantula can be decent, since it gets a move that is Protect, but it lowers their speed. Blipbug can also be used for Reflect and Light Screen. Kakuna is the same thing as Weedle, so that would be nice to grab as well. It is a 19% chance to get a Beedrill here. So we just have to hope that it is both daytime and that we get lucky. Now, as you see, there's an item over here. It is not worth taking, so we just skip it. This trainer we have to fight. Now once that's done, make sure we don't get too close to this wall here because this trainer will attack you. Now we are going to go through this grass. Nice. Now if you don't get an encounter, you see that we can get a Dynamax raid. Now these Pokemon are okay, they're not great, and you're also never going to get a 5-star or 4-star because we are too early on. 3 stars are also highly unlikely, and if we look at what we can get here, then none of them are particularly good. Nat2 is decent, Blipbug is okay, Nickit can get Thief, I think, but everything else, they're all bad. So I think, in my opinion, it's worth it just to take the grass encounter. Over here, and grab this TM here. It is the TM for Grass Knot. Now we are going to still not fight this trainer and run over here to this person over here. Before we do this, you can fight this Dynamax raid. Now that that's done, we see we have an option to capture. If you have not caught anything on this route yet, you can capture this Pokemon. And if you haven't caught anything, you should capture this. Otherwise, you don't get an encounter. But if you've already caught something, you see that you cannot catch anything else. Now the whole point of fighting this is to get the Oran berries and berry juices. And also citrus berries if you get them. Make sure that your Pokemon don't have items, because if they do, the knockoff from the Zigzagoon will do a lot of damage and potentially kill them. So we're going to fight this trainer. And make sure you turn off fast forward for this fight because this is one that you have to record. Once we get back to here, we can quickly heal up your Pokemon at the Pokemon Center on the left. From the Pokemon Center, we are going to go down the stairs and out here by the bridge. Our encounter is on the right over here. Taking a look at what we can encounter here, the best things that you can get is Tangela, Paris, and Badoo. Badoo is the best Pokemon for the first gym. So we're going to run in here and grab our encounter. This Pokeball is a Nugget, so it is not worth taking. Now we're going to head on to Route 2 and off to Route 3. Now Route 2 is locked behind Rock Climb or a fishing encounter. So we cannot get this until after the second gym. And Rock Climb is after the fourth gym. Now that we're here in Route 3, this first trainer here you can skip by walking like that. Then here we want to try to go through as little grass as possible. So we're just going to walk through it and hope that we don't get any encounters. Now, I got lucky here. I didn't get an encounter, which means that we get a Dynamax encounter. If we look at what Pokemon we can encounter from the Dynamax raid, Hisuian Voltorb is probably the best Pokemon you can encounter. Other than that, Shinx and Mareep are both pretty solid. Electrike is decent, Poochien is not great, Nincada is terrible. Abra is an amazing encounter, but otherwise, compared to all of these encounters, it is more consistent and better. So we are going to grab a Dynamax encounter. And as you can see, we got lucky with the Hisuian Voltorb. Now when you get this, make sure you don't forget to press capture and you don't run. So we're going to take our free Dynamax encounter, give it a nickname, and then continue on to the town. This is where the first gym fight is. There's an item down here, but just ignore it. It is not worth your time. Now the first thing we're going to do once we get to the city is go to this house right here, right beside this. In here, as long as you've joined the group of the game, you can get a free gift Eevee. Now this Eevee is very important to your run because it will give you the move Covet. Covet will help you steal items, meaning that you get a lot of good competitive items. Now we're going to talk to this guy over here. He's going to give us the move Cut. Make sure you don't use too many items. So it'll take 13 from when you first get him, because what you want to do is prevent it from evolving. What'll happen is that if you use more than 13, it'll continue to try to evolve it for every rare candy that you use. Now, every time it tries to evolve, you just want to cancel the evolution. The puzzles are really simple. All you have to do is walk across all the tiles without repeating any of them. This puzzle is also quite simple. If you just do it like this is the fastest way to do it. The strategy that I've come up with is to put a berry on the Litten and to lead it to kill the first Pokemon. Other than that, you want to make sure that everybody has items. So this is the team that the first gym leader will have. I made some changes to the Pokepaste since the original Pokepaste is just wrong. The Geodude has 17 IVs in all stats with the EVs that are listed, so I just redid everything so that it would be easy to type into the calculator. You can easily copy paste all of these into your calculator. Keep in mind that Chinchu's base HP was changed to 85, and so it's going to have 66 HP at this fight. Now, I don't know for sure if Chinchu has 17 IVs in every stat, but I have it set up so that it is. Pikachu here, I have just set with 31 in every stat, and Magnemite has 18 in both special attack and speed, but I made it simpler so that you can easily just copy paste this. The way that this team works is you have a Geodude with Focus Sash, and you really don't want to let it get Stealth Rocks up. The way the AI works is that the AI will try to set Stealth Rocks, but it won't set it if it can either one-hit kill you, or if you two-hit kill it. If either of those situations are true, it will go for an attack. Keep in mind that I don't know what moves it has, since I've only ever used Litten as the lead against it, so I can only confirm Rock Blast. With Magnemite, the official set says it has Charge Beam, but it will basically never go for Charge Beam, since Shockwave is stronger. Pikachu has a fourth move, and on the official Pokepaste, it says it has Zippy Zap and Charge Beam, which it just doesn't. So the Pikachu only essentially has 3 moves that I've ever seen. If you guys have any corrections to this, just let me know in the comments. Other than that, this will be posted in the comments. Some other strats that work is any grass type or any Pokemon that can kill this in 2 hits can easily take care of this. Hopefully that Pokemon can take a Shockwave from a Magnemite. For example, Combuskin can guaranteed one-hit kill Geodude every time and get a free kill on Magnemite. So if you're struggling, maybe Combuskin is the way to go. Chinchu is pretty simple. It will always go for Charge Beam first turn. So if you have any sort of electric resist that can hit it, for example, a grass type, you can easily take your Charge Beam and then hit it in return without being afraid of the Icy Wind. The only time it won't go for Charge Beam is if you're immune. If you're immune, it'll go for either Brine or Icy Wind. I don't believe there is anything with the AI trying to use Icy Wind to make itself faster than you, so I don't think that's anything you have to worry about. With Pikachu, it will always go for Fake Out first. There is no way to punish this. Static and Ghost types, you cannot get Ghost types, and Static does not affect Pikachu. Other than that, this fight is really simple. Just have anything that can survive some hits and hit back. Pikachu is quite easy to deal with. Just take a hit on Fake Out on whatever Pokemon you have in, and then switch out and take 2 sparks, and you live. Pikachu is really frail, so it easily dies in 2 hits. It's also minus defense, so physical attacks do better than special attacks, although it's not like it's living either anyways. Chinchu is nice and easy to manipulate, since if it's below half health, it will try to go for a Volt Switch, assuming you're not immune. So, even if it has a +1 special attack boost from Charge Beam, it will still end up switching out, which is really stupid. You can use this to your advantage by manipulating the AI into doing certain things. So, for example, you can switch out onto a Volt Switch, take a Fake Out, and then switch out to another Pokemon that will kill Pikachu, and then kill Chinchu right after. Chinchu is really slow. It should be really easy for you to outspeed this. And if you're worried about it, you can specifically give your Pokemon enough EVs to outspeed Chinchu. Keep in mind it has Citrus Berry, so if you don't kill it in 1 hit, it will switch out. If you hit it below half health, and then it procs Citrus Berry, and it's back above half health, it then likely won't go for Volt Switch. So that is something to keep in mind. Any Grass type does really well into Chinchu, But you have to keep in mind, after the first turn it uses Charge Beam, it will go for Icy Wind. So unless you have a guaranteed kill or guaranteed live Charge Beam and a +1 Icy Wind, then I would be more cautious hard switching into your Grass type. Megamite's really easy to deal with. All you gotta do is have something that takes the most amount of damage from Shockwave more than anything else. So basically you don't resist Shockwave. And then all you gotta do is switch into a Ground type, a Volt Absorb Pokemon, or anything that resists Electric enough to take enough hits from this thing.